Hi, this is Peter Darts Clairvoyant here, and I'm doing your tarot reading now for Taurus May 2020. So that's Taurus May 2020. So let's just see what we get here now for you Taurians. Okay. Two, three, just put some cards down. Let's see what we get. Okay, so I'm just starting off generally. Okay, right, so for some of you Taurians, you're going to be having a bit of a connection with the past. And that's absolutely fine, nothing wrong with that. But I do feel like some of you will not be wanting to connect with the past. And if they do sort of step back into your life, it's like you're going to be a bit shocked and a bit surprised. It's almost like you're not really expecting it. And the reason why you're going to be shocked is because crossing it is you've got the Tower card. It's like, whoa, what's going on here? But for some of you, you may look positive at it, as if to say you may be willing to sort of have a look at it, to sort of see as if to say, well, should I go back there? Could I make things better? Could it work this time around? Especially if you are single or not in a happy relationship at the moment. So, you know, it's almost like it's giving you the nudge to kind of think and reflect, as if to say what it is you wanted and what you're seeking. Now, I'm not saying don't go back to this person, but all I am going to say is he's a bit stubborn, a bit set in his ways, and it's like, you know, he's not going to really change. So I feel like he's grown and he's matured a little bit, but he hasn't really changed his personality. So that's the kind of issue that I feel so you'll sort of notice with this person. But, you know, if you're wanting somebody with a bit of strength of character, somebody who's going to lead the way, and you don't mind somebody coming in quite strong, and that's what you're looking for, great. But if you're looking for a bit more balance, or you want to lead the way a little bit more, then I don't think he's the one for you. So you have to do a little bit of thinking, but by all means, test the waters, see what you feel. It doesn't mean you've got to carry on with it, does it? Once you've settled into it a little bit to sort of see what's happening. But I just feel so you'll have a lot of choices and decisions to make now over the coming months. Okay. Now, you are feeling a little bit negative about some things at the moment, Taurians. You know, you're feeling a bit down. But as you start to put the passion and the energy back into your life and you start to focus on things that you truly want to do, it will lead you to a different passage of your life. And all you've got to do now is just to get a little bit creative now with the things that you want to do and achieve. And I just feel that this will really be good. And also, some of you may be thinking about wanting a child, and I do seem to be drawn to motherhood quite strong with you. So I feel so if any of you are wanting a child, or you're just sort of iffing on a little bit, that's fine. But I just feel as though it's there for you when you're good and ready. So something you could perhaps do a little thinking about there if you want to extend your family, or for your first child to come in, which is wonderful and lovely. Okay, something to look forward to, isn't it, for the future? Okay. Money seems to be picking up a little bit around you, which is great. And I just feel as though now you've just got to look forward now with a sense of enthusiasm and positiveness. And then I feel like as you do that, then I feel like you will really be onwards and upwards. I feel like we're all in difficult times at the moment, but I just think we've got to look to the future with a little bit of optimism now and not to worry too much. And I feel like as we do that, then we can really start to turn the tide and focus on where we're going and what we want out of life. And bit by bit, it will all start coming together. But try and put the confusion away. It's like you've got to be clear thinking now about what you're looking for in life. Right, so let's have a look at relationships. Okay, so relationships for you Taurians. Okay, so for you Taurians in relationships, so again, there's somebody coming forward here offering love and emotion, and there does seem to be a strong link with the connection with the past, which, you know, like I say, is not a negative thing, but it is going to give you a bit of a shock to the system. So see, it's coming out again. So that's quite interesting. And I feel you are the earth sign, the Taurian there. So I just feel as though everything really is there for the taking. So it's about whether you want to go back or you want a fresh start, a new beginning. Now, if you do want a new beginning, there are opportunities for new people to come in. It's just, it's not really the great time at the moment to sort of focus on the future. But I feel as if somebody comes in through social media or the internet or whatever it may be, I just feel so, yeah, fine. I'm not saying don't dismiss it, you know, but obviously you've got to wait till you really can connect with each other. But I just feel so those times and days will come. So, and I don't think it's going to be too long before we get out there and we can start mixing with our friendships again. So that's good. But I just feel like for those of you who are already in a relationship, I get the feeling of sort of feeling a little bit tense, wanting to make changes, and I feel as though those changes are there. But something just tells me try not like implement these changes too quickly, because I feel like if you do that, I just get the feeling as if to say it could put pressure on your relationship, and you don't want pressure at the moment. I just feel so you want to be light-hearted, sort of implement the changes very slowly but surely and carefully, and then as you do that, I feel like they'll work out quite nicely. But I feel like if you go running in like 100 miles an hour, you could be causing yourself problems, which puts more pressure on the relationship, and it could cause issues, and you don't need that at the moment. So think what you're doing. But overall, if you're looking at things in the right way, to do with the past, to do with the present, to the future, things are looking optimistic. It all depends the way you go about it, handling it, and not putting too much pressure on yourself. And I feel like as you do that, you will move forward nicely. So if you look at this horse standing still, it's telling you just take your time. Don't rush into things. Yes, make things happen, but just don't go steaming into it. And I feel like as you do that, you'll reap the benefits. But if you go in like a bull in a china shop, as sometimes Taurians can do, then I just feel as though it's going to cause some problems, and those problems will not be able to be fixed. Okay. The birds are flying about, aren't they? We've got magpies in the trees, and they're building the nest. They have the babies in our trees every year. It's amazing. Okay. Right. Let's have a look at work and career now. Taurians. Oh, wow. I've just put 4 cards down, and every one is about money, 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 money. Fantastic. Amazing. Okay. So it just feels like now, as if to say, you've got to sort of think about where you want to go. So in the meantime, you've got to balance money out. And it doesn't mean like you're in a mess or anything like that, but you're just sorting things out, reevaluating, and perhaps trying to make some savings. But gradually you'll find money slowly building up around you. Excuse that, my dog barking then. It's going mad at the birds. So like I was saying, I feel like money's going to start building up around you, but I just feel as though some of it might be quick, you might sort things out quickly, some of it might be a work in progress, but it will build up. And also here we've got the potential to either save money, build money up, or earn more money, and I just feel as though it's good. But in the meantime, just hold on to your money, look after it, and be wise with your money. But obviously I don't want you to hold too tightly, because you don't want to not enjoy your life, but you just got to make sure you're spending your money wisely. So if you know you've got a good product that you're after, then great, or search for something a bit cheaper, but then you've got to be careful if it's cheaper, is it good, as otherwise you're back to square one, wasting your money. So as long as you know it works for you, great. But if you know you can get that same product in like a TV and it's the same product, but just perhaps search the internet for something different. But if it's more of a service, then obviously you want good value, but you also want to make sure you're getting a good service as well, because sometimes you get what you pay for. So it's about you judging it how you feel. But you've got your beautiful star card coming out here, so this is like your very best tarot card in the deck. So this is all about your hopes, your wishes and dreams for the future, and it just feels like things are coming good. Now as you're sorting out money, don't let it drain your energy, because sometimes we can overthink it, be fearful, oh, are we struggling, are we going to lose our jobs or whatever in this climate, and you've just got to hold on. You know, it's just not you. We're all in the same boat. Yes, some of us are a little bit better than others. I'm fortunate, I'm doing okay, but you know, it's not the same for everybody. But you know, money will come in some shape or form. We've just got to ride the storm, and this is what it's all about. But even me, I've lost all my local work, so you know, I've lost, you know, the icing on the cake, as I call it. But it's just the way it is. Can't do nothing about it. You know, you just have to get on and make do. But I feel as though if you can find other ways of bringing some money in, you know, perhaps doing a little bit of buying and selling on the internet if you want to make some extra money, you know, that's what it's all about. Tap into the opportunities, because everybody's at home, everybody's online. So it's a great time to connect with the internet if you wanted to do something different to bring some money in, or sell some of the things in your home that you don't want to do, you haven't had the time to do it. Great opportunity to do these things. So overall, I feel as though money is good, or will be better, or you know, there might be a slowdown, but there'll be a build up eventually. So I feel like money is kind of okay. So just look after what you've got, be wise with it, and you'll be fine. So that's really good. And I just feel so when it comes to jobs, I just feel so, you know, if you want to better yourself now, I just feel so it's a great time now to get out there now and sort of look for new jobs, or do some study or some online courses. I feel like this is the time to sort of better yourself now and look for new opportunities, or think where you want to be long term with career. But the prospects and the financial sort of growth coming from it is great. But I feel like, you know, we've just got to wait for things to unfold a little bit. So it's like we're on this kind of, I wouldn't say it's a roller coaster, but it's a bit like that. But I feel like we just got to ride the storm. But I just feel as though we'll come out of it, and we will get there, and things will start to return to some kind of normality as we move forward. Okay. Right, so let's have a look at money in general. Okay. So although I looked at career there for it was tapping into money, and here as I'm looking at money, it's just saying, look, put new energy into sorting finances out, you know, where you're spending it, or tidying up, or you know, new career opportunities to bring more money in. It's there. It's like putting the energy into it. But it just feels so, don't get pulled in different directions, and don't get stressed out over money, because some of you are stressing a little bit with money. But I just feel so, don't. You just got to be wise, look after what you've got, and you'll be fine. Okay. Right, let's have a quick look at health. Okay, so with health, if some of you are connecting with partners where I just feel as though you may not be trusting, you know, so analyze it, really sort of think whether partner's being faithful around you or not. Or if you're not trusting, then this is saying you've got to start to learn to trust. But let's see what that's crossing. Yeah, it's like you've got to learn to trust now to bring happiness and joy. Or if you're not in a good relationship and there's mistrust around you, then you've got to get it sorted so you can be happy and settled. So it's about focusing on your wishes and dreams, but because that comes in with your mental health. But also I just feel as though one or two of you could be in a relationship where, you know, you might be seeing somebody else, or you could be seeing somebody and you don't trust them, and you've just got to, well, is safe sex going on? So, you know, just be careful there of what you're doing with your health in that sort of sense. Okay, so just be careful. Keep an eye on your left knee down to your foot a little bit, and also I just feel so just focus on your well-being, because some of you are getting a little bit bored and fed up with things. You've got to bring new things in. I know you can't always get out and do things, but there are other things you can do. Try and work with this, you know, learn something, go on YouTube, you know, browse, learn interesting things. Oh, I can learn flower arranging or something like that, or learn how to make some pastry or whatever it may be. There's lots of things out there that you can learn on the internet and implement it in your home, and it will lift your energy up and get you motivated and focused, so you're not getting bored and fed up. Okay, right, let's have a look around your home. Yeah, see, some of you feeling a bit tied to your home at the moment with the devil card, like can't get out. So just got to try and get a little bit of balance, go walk around the block, or, you know, try and walk to a local field to just get some fresh air around you, but within the means of what you can do. And, you know, you've just got to deal with it, but things will gradually change because the Wheel of Fortune's coming in. You know, things will start to change a little bit in May, okay, or by the end of May. Right, let's have a look at family. Okay, so within family, trying to connect with mother figures, being there for them, communicating, trying to connect with them, making sure that they're okay and safe within the means that you can do. And also keep an eye on a child around you that's very stubborn, very set in the ways. This won't be for everybody, so those who've got a male child could be very stubborn, very set in the ways, and not always listening. And it just feels though you don't want to be suppressing them too much at the moment, but obviously you need to have a little bit of peace of mind around you of way you're dealing with things, because you don't want their stress betraying on you. So try and find a way of bringing a bit of balance in and calming them down, but don't give them too much grief at the moment if you can. We're all living under one roof at the moment and it's difficult. And also a female energy who can come across sometimes, I don't want to say manipulative, but want things their own way a little bit. And it's like they will find a way of doing it. So I suppose I'm saying a bit manipulative. But kids will be kids, won't they? So again, you've got to find a way of dealing with that. But also get them to think about you as well, the pressure you're under, you know, and having to sort of deal with the way you are. And if they can they can just think about that a little bit, they may be a little bit more respectful towards you. But you know, easier said than done, difficult times. Okay, right, let's see what your angels are going to say. Okay, so acceptance. You've got to accept yourself now for who you are and what you are, the people that you connect with. But generally, you've got nothing to worry about. And moving forward, some of you could be focusing on a child, whether it's dealing with children around you or focusing that you may want a new child to come into your life. So yes, so it just feels like that is definitely very probable. So all good. So I hope all that's made sense to you. Hope you've enjoyed it. So please do tune into the next video, and I wish you well for the future. And also do bear in mind, if you've not had a private reading of me, this is how I do my video recorded readings. So it's like I'm just in the video focusing on your life, but it's more personal to you, more directed towards you, whereas this is just general to most people. And you know, they start from as little as £3 for like a mini question, or £6.50 for a one question reading, right up to £20/32 for full readings. And they are really, really good. Okay, and you get to keep the video, they're there for life, so you can reflect back at them and see how things have changed, unfolded, or things have happened if I've said, or whether you're still waiting on certain things, you know, and it's always good to look back. So yeah, have a think about if you do want one of them in the future. I'm always available, and have a look at my website, peterdartsclairvoyant.co.uk. All right, thanks very much. Bye bye now.